Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. And I'm afraid this one's got me a little bit angry. Just when you think you can't go any lower, these people go much, much lower. Again, pushing an agenda onto children. They have an unnatural obsession with children. I keep reporting it. I've done so many videos where I keep pointing out that these degenerates have they cannot put their case to adults because they know adults will reject everything they say because everything they say is wrong and is toxic. But they can get into the minds of children all the time. Children, children, children. These people need to be on a register and they need to be kept away from anything to do with children. They want to legitimise and normalise P. That's the only thing I can think of, because otherwise they'd stay the hell away from children. But no, brainwash these children, abuse them. Let's look at this, and I tell you, it'll make you angry. And the thought of your child coming across this and having this pushed on them without anyone saying, with anyone safeguarding, it's appalling. Here we go. So, trans charity Mermaids, and they're using the word charity there totally inappropriately, uses beloved British Mr. Men characters to promote its gender ideology to very young children. The charity has redesigned some of the UK's most beloved children's characters. It replaced the titles Mr. and Little Miss with the gender-neutral term MX, because you can't pronounce it. The characters' names were also replaced with trans-supporting statements. It has led accusations of trying to promote gender ideology to young children. Well, of course it is. That is their sole purpose. These people keep going after children. They are dangerous, dangerous individuals. Why would you let your child get with people who want to get into their minds and corrupt them? They want to force them down alleyways. You will go along here. Have you got any tiny bit of doubt as a very young child? Bang, let's get you on these drugs and get your ghoulies cut off, because we need numbers. And your children are just foot soldiers in a battle. They don't care about the children. They want to push an agenda. The sick degenerates are just out for agenda, and they are quite happy to destroy 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 lives in their battle to normalise their mental illness. So, a transgender charity is using characters from the beloved Mr. Men series to promote its sickening gender ideology. Mermaids, a charity which advocates for and supports transgender children, i.e. children who are just simply children and confused, and who are pushing them actively down a non-reversible road to the point where they are being sterilised. So Mermaids is a child sterilisation charity. Let's not mess with words here. Has posted pictures, it has posted pictures of characters with phrases such as trans women belong in sports. Yes, they do, but not sports where they're playing against women, because trans women are men. So men belong in men's sports. Absolutely fine with that. It also changed the nouns for some of the characters from Little Miss and Mr. to Little because I've got a mental illness, which means I can't tell the difference between a man and a woman, presumably because I'm so effing stupid. It's a gender neutral title for people who are non-binary, i.e. in stupid, right? The unexpected crossover, which was posted on the Mermaids social media yesterday, has prompted fury online, with people accusing the charity of using the characters to appeal to children. Yes, it's exactly the sort of thing that people who like to get close to children, you know who I mean, the P's of this world, you know, the Savills of this world, the Gary Glitters of this world, they use exactly the same tactics, yeah? And that's what these people are. It comes after Stonewall, a bunch of Marxist tosspots, was forced to row back on a tweet which it claimed children as young as 2 could be transgender, which they can't. something that prompted a wave of criticism. Again, transgenders in Stonewall need to be on a register, need to be kept away from children. All these people are dangerous. This furore did not stop Mermaids, which is the largest child transgender and child sterilizing charity in the UK, posting mock-ups of the Mr. Men characters, which have become a common sight in family homes across the country. Just not these ones. Little Migs trans women belong in sports. Little Mr. protects trans youth. Little Migs and the trans and fabulous. I mean, they're pushing this agenda onto very, very young children. This is the parents' job, is to raise children, not these sick individuals who have a penchant for very small children. They love very small children. They love to take away the innocence, and they love to corrupt children. You're looking at the Jimmy Saviles of the world here. Every single one of them is a P. In a tweet posted yesterday, the charity revealed pictures of the characters with the changes and the caption, "Which Little Miss Mermaids edition are you? I'm the go yourself." That's the edition I am, you sick peas. Every single one of them needs to be locked up and kept well away from children. It included 4 pictures, with Little Miss Tiny changed to Little Miss Trans Woman Belong in Sports, Mr. Perfect changed to Little Mr. Protect Trans Youth, Mr. Marvellous changed to Little Miss Trans and Fabulous, and Little Miss Hug changed to Little Miss Support Trans Rights. This prompted accusations that the charity is grooming. This grooming charity is using beloved children's characters to promote its gender ideology to young children and groom them for older people to enjoy. Nikki DeCosta wrote, "Last week we had Stonewall advocate that 2-year-olds can be transgender. Now we have Mermaids co-opting Mr. Men and Little Miss, typically aimed at 2 to 6-year-old children. What message does this send about preserving space for children to be children?" I tell you exactly the message this sends. It sends the message that these bunch of can't say the words on YouTube, but you know the words, need to be locked up on a register, have everything they ever owned gone through with a fine-tooth comb. You can guarantee there'll be pictures and videos. These people are sick and deranged, and they're scum. They are the dross. They are the scrapings of a dirty boot. I'm going up because I'm getting so angry with them now. So why do these people constantly push against children? We need to go and visit them in person and get them to explain why they feel pushing an agenda directly onto children is such a great idea, and ask them also why they obsess about children. What is it that they find about children to be so attractive? We all know the answer, and they should be treated exactly as what we all know them to be. Put it that way. Got to be careful, YouTube rules and all. But we all know what they are, and we all know what needs to happen to people who are like this. But before I get too angry, I'm going to stop. If you like what you hear and see on the channel, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Ring the bell for notifications of future output. Leave a like, leave a comment, and until next time, stay safe, stay well, do not let these people anywhere near your children, and goodbye.